Welcome to our series exploring the enigmatic realm of unexplained deaths and mysteries. Join us as we delve into perplexing cases that defy conventional understanding, where each clue raises more questions.
The hospital was bustling as usual on the evening of February 19th, 1994. Nurses and doctors moved quickly from patient to patient, administering care as best they could. But just after 8 p.m, something strange would occur that would leave its mark not only on the staff working that night, but on the medical community as a whole. Gloria Ramirez, later known as the Toxic Lady, would arrive at Riverside General Hospital. What started as a routine emergency quickly spiraled into a mysterious, almost supernatural experience.
Dr. Gorczynski, you should see this. She was barely coherent when she came in, and her heart rate is spiking. They said she has late-stage cervical cancer, but these symptoms, they don't seem right.
All right, let's start her on sedatives and painkillers. I'll draw some blood to check for any abnormalities. But yes, it's unsettling.
As they drew the blood, they noticed something even stranger. Inside the vial, floating in Gloria's blood, were small manila-colored crystals. Susan blinked, taken aback, feeling her stomach twist with sudden nausea.
What is that in her blood? It looks like crystals, or I don't know, this isn't normal.
It's definitely not normal, but we need to keep moving. I'll alert the lab. Maybe they can figure it out.
As she turned to relay the findings to the lab, Susan suddenly felt lightheaded. A wave of dizziness washed over her, and she stumbled, gripping the counter to steady herself. She wasn't the only one. Other members of the team who had gathered around Gloria began to cough, their eyes watering.
Oh no, I feel dizzy and nauseated.
Dr. Gorczynski, attempting to reassure her staff, tried to step in, but she too felt an intense wave of dizziness. One by one, the medical team began experiencing symptoms, seemingly out of nowhere. Susan collapsed to the floor, barely conscious. Others suffered shortness of breath, some even convulsed. The emergency room became a scene of chaos, and the decision was made to evacuate the hospital.
What happened tonight? It doesn't make any sense. We weren't exposed to anything that we know of, and yet something was there. I can still feel it in my bones. This wasn't in any of our textbooks.
After Gloria Ramirez was pronounced dead, her body was sealed in a special container to await autopsy. Every precaution was taken to prevent further contamination. When the toxicology reports were returned, they left more questions than answers. The unusual crystals, the strange odor, and the toxicity that had apparently spread to the ER staff all pointed to something beyond ordinary medicine. Days after the incident, theories began circulating. Some believed it was a case of mass hysteria. Others, however, sought to understand the science behind what could have caused such widespread mysterious symptoms among the medical staff.
Given her history, it's possible she applied some kind of cream, DMSO perhaps, which some patients use for pain relief. Under the conditions in the ER, it could have broken down, causing the toxicity. That might explain the symptoms, the crystals. Possibly.
I've heard the DMSO theory, but dimethyl sulfone breaking down like that, forming dimethyl sulfate. I don't buy it. There was something else. I still have symptoms that shouldn't come from just exposure to a toxin. It's in my bones.
As speculation continued, another suggestion emerged: mass psychogenic illness. The idea was that the sight and smell of Gloria's unusual symptoms triggered a psychological reaction among the staff. But for those who were there, this answer felt hollow, insufficient to explain the convulsions, the nausea, and the lingering health issues experienced by staff.
Mass hysteria. Tell that to the necrosis in my knees and the damage in my bones. There's nothing hysterical about the scars left by that night.
The theories remain unsolved, with the DMSO hypothesis widely accepted but not fully proven. For the medical community, Gloria Ramirez's case has become a haunting reminder that even in the age of advanced science and medicine, some mysteries remain beyond human understanding. To this day, the name The Toxic Lady evokes both intrigue and unease, a story of a woman whose final moments left a lasting toxic mark on everyone she touched.
thank you for joining us on this exploration of the unexplained. We hope these mysteries have sparked your curiosity and encouraged you to delve deeper into the unknown. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and never stop seeking the truth.